Alright guys, welcome back to the final war of Season 45 and the last of this particular tactic, as next season is supposed to change. We're going to start off on Path 1. We got Viv against Weapon X. I've done this fight before and on a different node with Weapon X. The thing with Viv is you cannot phase. If you phase, he's going to go unblockable. So if you play basically stun immune, then you can do this one. I have done it before, so I was pretty confident coming into this one. Nice little intercept into a special 2. Now we just have to get to a special 1, bait out one special, and we are pretty much good to go here. Bait the special, and here we go. Unblockable special 1. Beautiful fight. One of my favorites. Now we've got node 10, which has been really annoying. We're going to take this one with Cassie because she's not banned. It's masochism. I sped this one up a lot just because I'm going to shrink down, trigger a whole bunch of power sinks. I get clipped right at the beginning there, which was very frustrating. But basically, just keep shrinking down. Keep knocking down Rintrah like a whole bunch of times. Try to keep up as many withers and power. It's really the power stings. I need to keep them up. It'll help me deal with the regen from the masochism. So that's really the main thing at a certain, and also get the poisons up. So I want to go light ending combos to get up the poisons, which I do there. Then go ahead and try and get as many power stings on, and the fight just starts off okay, and then I lose a little bit of my rhythm here. Like you can see at this point I have like 15 power stings on, but then they disappear right there. I think they get eaten by the masochism, which is kind of annoying, so you want to keep putting on debuffs to try and make sure that the power stings don't get removed by the masochism. So when they get removed, then I kind of lose my momentum and I got to try and build it up again. It's not too crazy, it's just it ended up being a much longer fight than I thought it was going to be. Rintrah is pretty tanky. I messed up not getting a slow there at that one moment, and forgot about, you got to get lost in the fact that you can put slows on, so you don't really focus as much on knocking Rintrah down all the time, but that's kind of the same thing. You knock down to get the slows, you want to knock down Rintrah, because you don't want to hit Rintrah up against the wall with 10 of his charges, or else he can go unstoppable unless he got the slow up. See, like 2 minutes left, and I'm still trying to get down that last 37%. So that's why I sped this fight up, because it was just a slow one. No pun intended there. There he's already back up to like 41%. I wasn't doing a great job on this one. So I finally get some power stings back up. Also, the special one gets the taunt on. We want that. There, I make sure I go poison, then get the taunt, then he gets the special off. So that's kind of like my goal here, between the slow, the poison, the taunt, the power stings, the withers. Everything is on, and then we're able to deal with the healing, and we finally get this guy down. So. And next, I just did a thing fight with Viv. And in my last fight, I specifically tried not to throw the special 1 because I didn't want to mess up my rock stack counting. And I did not listen to myself. I got greedy, went to try and take him out, and probably would have, except I kind of held on the final special 1 that might have taken him out. Instead, I get screwed. So here I do the right thing. I get to 15 rock stacks, bait a special 1, drop a special 2. Exactly what I should be doing here. He's at 10 charges, so we're going to go 5-hit combo. Back off, hit into the block, push him over a bar of power. He throws it again. We are sitting in great shape here, but then I decide to go for the special 1s. I get 1 off. I go for a second 1. Maybe if I go for the third 1, I end up going for it here, but too late, and I push him over. He's at 13 charges. He went unstoppable, and then my 2 hits don't get him to a bar of power, and he does not turtle up. He just goes right at me, and I try throwing a special just to potentially get him down here. Throw another one, even into the block. It just doesn't do enough damage, and I can't evade that heavy in the corner, and I get taken out. Just very frustrating. It didn't. We won the last war. It didn't make any difference to the final results of the season. We did win this last one. Kind of a disappointing season overall. I think we started off really strong, had some unfortunate losses that weren't really anything to do with skill at the time, and then it kind of put us in a hole in terms of like our overall our multiplier, and it kind of made it difficult for us to make up any ground. We won a whole bunch of wars this season. The overall record wasn't too bad. It was just the timing of the losses didn't really help us in terms of, if you want to make a big push from a low, like from, Plat 2 or Plat 3 up to Plat 1, you basically have to win them all. And once you start losing one or two, even if you win the rest, it's still very hard to move up the ranks. But the next fight here, we had this buffet, future Antman. We've taken him with Magneto all the time. We build it to a whole bunch of prowess. Drop a special 3. Goodbye, future Antman. Now, here's a Vox. I haven't fought Vox in war yet. Not very many people have. But I had no problem with Vox in the event quest. I had no problem with Vox practicing the duels. And I wanted to push Vox to special 2s because those were pretty easy to evade. And they didn't have the beam on it. There's like a beam on the special 1. There's just the scythe there on the special 2. And I bait the special 2. I do my usual Hulkling stuff, hit into the block, drop a big old special 2, and I can get off some more damage here. And my problem is I either ended the combo wrong, I tried to dash back, and he clips me with a special 2. That was all on me. I thought the fight was going to be over really easily. I was like one hit away. I screwed up my combo there, I believe, and didn't dash back fast enough. And again, it didn't make a difference to the war, but I was very frustrated. Any path deaths were just frustrating. Most of the time, if I'm going to die, it's going to be on a mini. Or at least that Node 10 was pretty frustrating this season. But the net had to heal up, waste a few more potions on the final war of the season. Some realistic Alliance War gameplay for you guys. Here, I just wanted to keep track of his intimidating debuff timer, so I'm at 17 hits, so I'm going to wait until that intimidating debuff is almost on me to get over 10 or 20 or 30. Every multiple of 10 removes those intimidating debuffs. So here, we're going to go ahead, right as that comes on, we're at like 28 hits, so this should push me over and not get the intimidating debuff there. So not too crazy with Void, no armor up, so nothing to do with the node at all. Bait another special 1. And I think we're just going to throw the Striker into another combo, special 2. Goodbye, Void. Next up, Path 3 in Section 2, there was a Sorcerer Supreme. We brought, this is the Bleed node, the Thorns, so she does get an armor up. But I brought in Sandman, who's global and decides couldn't parry for crap there. There we get the parry. But he's bleed immune. But we're basically just starting with half health. That's always fun. When he throws a special 1, he gets those petrifies on. And because the healing is almost like reversed. And I basically am able to just spam heavies in the corner here because Sorcerer Supreme is not gaining any power. So this was super fun. And then I'm going to throw a nice big special 2. And continue on with the heavy onslaught here. And one more heavy attack. Goodbye, Sorcerer Supreme. So super fun fight with Sandman. And then we had Omega Sentinel. We've taken this fight with Hulkling before. There is the sloped armor and the glancing on the armor ups, but Omega Sentinel doesn't get too many armor ups, so the glancing is not that bad, especially if I parry and then hit in. It's really not so bad at all. Bait out the special 1s. I like to stagger my combos against Omega Sentinel, so short, like medium, light, medium combos. Let her throw the special 1. It removes most of the armor ups. Even that special 2 didn't really crit there, but still decent damage. Even though almost 10k hits on those last ones, even though they didn't crit. And that's the end of the Omega Sentinel fight. So really happy with that one. Then we've got some mini action Sasquatch, which was a thorn in our side for a lot of wars. The last war, I managed to do it with Cassie, and we did it pretty much the exact same thing. Big boosts, power start boost, and a 200% power back boost. And then we just go for special 3s. Knock down Sassy to remove the protection and get the Fury, and then go for special 3s while the Fury is still up and the protection is down. And it takes out a good chunk every single time. So they're already down to 75%, less than a minute in. Now, and again, also with the WAG's pre-fight or Magneto House of X pre-fight, the guidance boost so that I can parry freely the entire time, except obviously when it goes into Wrath of Tanarak. So there we give ourselves enough spacing there. Even if I push to another like 2 bars, that's fine. I have no buffs, so I'm not really triggering Mystic Dispersion, so I'm pretty happy about that as well. Again, knockdown. Get to a special 3 and go for another big chunk. It goes from like 62 down to 53, so 9% is still a solid chunk there. Even our base hits are hitting pretty hard here with I've got like double Furies up. Again, knock down, bait the special. And again, Wrath of Tanarak here. So I got to make sure that I get close to no bars of power. And just as Wrath is ending, go Striker, knock down with a heavy, bait the special, drop the special 3 again with the double Furies. Protection is down. And now we're close to the healing phase. So there's the healing. Again, go for the knockdown, bait the special 2. I'm going to try and go for one more special 3 here. Still have a minute and a half to go. So sticking with the same strategy. See, when I listen to my own strategy, it works. When I don't listen to my own strategy, it doesn't work. And it's not the first time I've gone back to my own video to find out what should I do for this fight. You know, for like so many seasons recorded, I can always seem to find something to help myself with. And there we go, special 2 to end it, just like last time. Then we got a couple more mini boss actions. We had a Hazard Shift Zemo with Magneto. So Stun Immune, Hazard Shift, Incinerate, Poison. We're just going to back off at the beginning, wait for the magnetism to be on, and then just try and bait special 1s and heavies. So bait the heavy, counter with our heavy. And when I used to do Zemo bosses with Magneto, I was much better at doing exactly that. Heavying the special 1 and heavying his heavies. And I was really good at getting those off. Again, hit into the block there. Force another special 1 if we can. There, I just went to attack in. I didn't go for the heavy. I have a few prowess at the moment, so I don't really like there. I get another one off the special 1. Go for another one off the heavy. I get good extra damage. We are 6,200, 565 Magneto. So the red damage on the heavies is pretty nice there, like 7,800 damage just on the red damage from the heavy. There, I mess up that little heavy there. Charge the prowess, big old special 3, and it's enough to take him out. Last but not least, we've got a Conflictor rank 2 duped 7-star Chavez on like on this Conflictor node here in the extra prowess. If you do the same like move twice in a row, we've got the guidance boost on, which I don't think I really ended up using, but here I'm going to shrink down, get a bunch of power stings on. and just try and bait special ones the entire time. If she gets a heavy off, then as a global attacker, withers are the only thing that removes the dark dimensions. So if she gets a dimension from a heavy attack, I can remove it with a wither, so it's not so bad. Bait a bunch of special ones, put a bunch of power stings on, shrink down when we have a chance, when we hit into her block when she doesn't have a bar of power, then I'll end my combo early, shrink down, put a bunch of power stings on. And again, try and keep up the poison with a light ending combo if we can. And special ones for the taunt. And America Chavez was nice enough to keep throwing special ones, and it made for a relatively easy fight here. So overall on the season, we had probably close to 130 plus fights this season over 12 wars. Like, we were averaging our fights plus at least 2 to 3, sometimes 4 minis. So I thought we did put in a lot of work. Some unfortunate interactions didn't go our way, but we tried to do as many fights as we could between the two accounts, and I hope you guys enjoyed the season. I know we've got a little break now until December 20th, and we're not super excited about doing war over the holiday break, but we'll see how fun that is for everybody. Maybe Kabam will give everyone a treat and extend it a little bit. But there you go. Until the end of December, hope you enjoyed the war videos for this past season. See you in the next one, guys. Bye-bye.